Hi everyone out there in Facebook land, it's Michael Citron with the Parkland Parrot Real Estate team at RE/MAX coming to you for our episode 10. This is the first episode of the 2018 new year. I'm so excited. Hope everyone had an amazing holiday, celebrated with family and friends. We're here for 2018. We just had a great office meeting. We purchased all brand new Apple computers for our staff and our agents, and we're excited to get moving in 2018 with new software, new hardware. We're just looking to improve our businesses for our clients every way possible. So we are going to have an Ask Michael Monday where we're going to have featured speakers. So almost every week we're going to have a featured speaker. So next week we will have our first speaker. We will talk about that later in this video. But we wanted to have some important people come in to speak on a regular basis every week and give some insight. So we're going to bring some local people in Parkland, lenders, title agents, lots of people to give insight and help answer all of your questions and concerns. So we will be doing more of that in Ask Michael Monday. So what I really was excited to talk about was what we're doing, what's happening in the market. So 2017 was a great year, and what my outlook is for 2018. So we are going to discuss that a little bit more in detail here. As in the 2017 year in review, the couple important topics I wanted to discuss, the median sales price was $600,000. So last year in 2016, we saw that the median sales price was $559,000. So we've seen an increase of 7%. What does this mean? I mean, what does it mean to you as a homeowner? Well, typically we see about a 0.5 percentage point increase per month is a healthy market. So we're way above that. So if you see that a market is only as opposed to 7%, we're seeing a drop in values then in inventory and things of that nature. But looking at the median sales price of increasing 7%, that's really good numbers. That shows our market's continuing to grow. It's showing that it's a healthy, appreciating market. So if you live in the city, you bought last year, be happy to see that 7% growth. So the average days on market really didn't change much. It was 80 days for 2017 as opposed to 78. I think with the hurricane month, we could kind of use that as an excuse to say that the time on market, 2.5 months on market's pretty good. That's not a bad market to have time on market right now to get your house from listed to being under contract. So the thing I really wanted to look at, year over year and month to month, is the month supply of inventory. And this is the key thing in Parker right now. This is amazing news for us homeowners. 3.3 month supply. That's amazing. That they discuss what is a buyer's market and a seller's market, and we've done videos on that before. But just to reiterate, when you are under, I'd say a 4 to 6 month, that is a seller's market. Where homes are only staying on the market from contract to being listed to going under contract, 3.3 months. That's really exciting. Our average for our clients is under 30 days, so we're even, a third better than the average competition, which is 3.3 overall. So great numbers, but our numbers are great. We're trying to break records here. The other month supply of $1 million listings. So obviously there's more inventory of $1 million homes, less inventory overall, but 6.3 month inventory, which is taking homes about double the time it takes for a home under $1 million, or a home in the 400s to 600s range, as an example. So the inventory is taking longer to sell. We, this year in 2017, sold multiple $1 million homes sometimes in weeks, but certainly under 60 days. So we're hitting half of that market, half of the time it takes to sell a property. So we're selling our regular listings in 30 days or less. We're selling our homes, within 1% of list price. I just went on a Heron Bay listing appointment, and I was amazed to take all of our house sales from last year and compared it to all the other agents, and we had sold our homes, all of them, and we sold dozens of them for 1% of the list price. While the average is at least 4 to 6% from the home going under contract to selling. So really important numbers. The overall market, we had 612 overall sales, which is down. We had 698 the year before, so there was 12% drop in overall sales. So that there's not as much inventory in the market. So if there's not a lot of inventory, there's not a lot of sales. So certainly the inventory plays a strong role into what values are doing. So the less the inventory, obviously the prices are slowly rising. 2017 year in review for the $1 million market, $47 million home sales in 2017 as opposed to $58 million home sales in 2016. So we saw a 19% drop. So understand, the $1 million market right now is really changing. We have a lot of new homes being built. A lot of values have gone over that $1 million mark now. So there's approximately 60 plus homes for sale in our city of Parkland. Over 200, and I would say 28 listings I saw on the market listed actively on the matrix this morning. So it's a third of the market getting there. So I predicted that earlier in the year that we are going to have a luxury $1 million market in Parkland if we like it or not. So 60 plus homes. So if you're thinking about selling right now, and you have a house, maybe you're looking to upside to go to one of those new communities. A lot of people are moving to Parkland Golf, Watercrest, Mira-Lago, Cascada, Parkland Bay. These amazing communities that are, obviously expensive properties because they have all these new and turnkey features. You're able to take advantage of having very low inventory in your neighborhood if you're living in a 400 to maybe 700 price point of Parkland Isles, Heron Bay, out in East Parkland somewhere. So you can certainly take advantage of the market. Buyers can't be as picky and critical as they are in these type of price points because there's no inventory to look at. So if a buyer has to buy and they love Parkland, they want their kids to go into the schools, they're going to have to compromise. And they're not going to be as critical. In the price points of the $1 million plus market with 60 plus listings, we're getting our clients amazing deals, even from the builders with incentives. So if you're thinking of buying, even going, with a new construction home, let us help you negotiate the best deal for you. These builders represent the salespeople at the models for the builders. They represent the builders. We represent you. So always be careful and understand that when you walk into a new construction community, their best interest is certainly for their boss. Our best interest is for you and getting you the best deal, best incentives, getting you the right inspector in there to meet with the GC. So if you're buying a new construction home or a resale of any magnitude, but certainly $1 million plus point, it's really important. If you're looking to sell, you want to list with an agent like our team that's having a really creative marketing plan to sell our $1 million properties under 60 days, where the average is taking the inventory 6+ months. So these numbers, we're knocking it out of the park with our sales. We had over 100 sales for 2017. We had, I think, 88 sales for 2016. We're growing, we're improving, we're getting better just for our clients and for our team. So if you're thinking about making a move, give us a call at 954-609-0591. Look at our website geared just to knowing what your value of your home is at myparklandhomevalue.com. You can learn more about our team at parklandparrot.com, of course. Shoot us a text, email. I'm always available for any of your referrals. We really appreciate all your business in 2017, and please keep them coming for 2018. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and have a great year.